Hello, boys and girls. Okay, so this week we have a fun project planned, but first, Blue says his tummy hurts. Doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, poor buddy. So, what you doing? Oh, yuck. But no wonder why your tummy hurts. You just puked up a bunch of crayons. Okay, don't eat crayons. It will hurt your tummy. Dogs. All right. So, since your tummy hurts so bad, though, maybe we should read your favorite story and kind of do an art project based around it. What do you think? Okay, sounds good. Never Let a Unicorn Scribble by Diane Elber. I recently got a pet unicorn. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. And everyone keeps telling me never let a unicorn scribble. Why would anyone say such a thing? I mean, unicorns can run on rainbows, so why can't they scribble? I thought if I gave her just one crayon, what could go wrong? Well, I'll tell you. She ate it. Now, my favorite bright pink crayon was traveling to the belly of my unicorn. This is probably why people are saying unicorns should never scribble, because they eat crayons. Then it occurred to me, maybe unicorns don't know how to use crayons. So I gathered all my crayons and started to scribble. I made a blue scribble, a pink scribble, a yellow scribble, and even a crazy scribble. Now that she could see how crayons worked, I thought I would give her another chance to scribble. I took out a teal crayon and placed it right in front of her. And she ate half of it! Listen to me, unicorn, we do not eat crayons. We draw with them. But then I realized a unicorn couldn't hold a crayon like I could. Maybe that was why she was eating them. I had an idea. Maybe if I tied a few crayons to her horn, that would help her scribble. Within seconds, glitter scribbles started shooting out like water from a fire hose. Sparkling rainbow scribbles were everywhere. They were on the floor, on the ceiling, on the walls. They were even on my lamp. I've been begging my mom to redecorate my room for a while now, but I don't think this is what she had in mind. Then I heard a noise down the hall. This was it. I was going to be in so much trouble. I popped out of my room and blocked the door. Before my mom could say anything, I started to explain the mess she was about to see. Well, it all started when I heard to never let a unicorn scribble, but I had to find out why. So I gave my unicorn a crayon, and then she ate it. And then I tried to teach her to scribble, but then she ate another crayon. So I tied the crayons to her horn, and boy, was that horn magical. The scribbles started shooting out like a water fountain, and they were so sparkly, but it made such a mess, and I'm sorry. My mom peeked around the corner and smiled. You didn't make a mess. You made a glowing masterpiece. When I turned around, all the scribbles were right on my easel. Not on the ceiling, not on the walls, not on my lamp. They were all on one big piece of paper, and it was the most amazing art ever. All this time, people wanted to stop unicorns from scribbling. It could be because they eat crayons, or because it's so messy. But if my unicorn had never scribbled, she would have never learned how to make this masterpiece. So the next time you hear a unicorn shouldn't scribble, just remember, all great art starts with a scribble, and even unicorns have to start somewhere. The end. For this project, you will need 2 pieces of paper, a black marker, some crayons, and a pair of scissors. Let's get started. Okay. I have all my things right here. Got my scissors, my marker, my crayons, and my 2 pieces of paper. First, I'm going to take everything off the 2 pieces. And I am going to move 1 piece of paper away, because I'm going to save that one for later. And now I have 1 piece of paper with some crayons. First thing we're going to do is we're going to scribble. Okay? So I'm going to fill my paper with one color, scribble style. And remember, when you're scribbling, this is a controlled scribble, which means I don't want to go too cray-cray, because if I go too cray-cray, I might rip or bend my paper. So then I have another crayon, overlapping some more, giving it some more color, but still a controlled scribble. So I'm going to keep adding different tones until I filled up my paper with all this cray-cray scribbliness. And my camera keeps going in and out of focus. My bad. I keep telling it to focus and it's not doing it. So, oops, technology. What can I do? All right. Add lots of pretty, pretty colors. But get it all scribbly. I know, normally I tell you guys not to scribble. But for this project, the fun part is the scribbling. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. All right. So this is going to be our background, which means it's the part that is behind what our subject is. So we're creating a fun, messy background. And once I have enough scribbled on here, enough colors, I'm going to move this piece of paper away, and I am going to start to draw. So mentally prepare to draw with me. Remember, what you're drawing doesn't have to look exactly like what I'm drawing. And if you mess up, well, work with it. See what you can do with it. Mess-ups are okay in art, okay? So, yours is going to look different from mine, and that is okay. Okay? I believe in you. Try your best and persevere. Okay. So, let's finish our scribbles. Oh, that's nice. Super filled, super crazy colors. Scribble Town. Yay. Alright, so now I am going to start to draw with my next piece of paper. So I'm going to get it all ready for you and we will continue. Here we go. Okay, so I have my extra piece of paper. I have a marker ready to go, and I'm going to turn my paper so it's the tall way. Point to the middle, and about in here, I am going to add a medium-sized circle. So we are going to draw our very own unicorn from that there book. That's our inspiration. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm going to draw on the inside of my eye. Alright, so I'm darkening the circle just a little bit, and then I'm going to go inside the circle, and I'm going to draw a little baby circle. Little baby. And then I draw a circle around that connects. And then I fill the bigger one in, nice, black, dark. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rise above my eye, and I'm going to make this little line that comes up. On the right side of the eye, I'm going to make 3 little lines that looks like eyelashes. I'm going to darken those just a little bit. And then I'm going to go from my eye, I'm going to scooch up where my finger is, and I'm going to make a diagonal line that comes down sharply towards the edge of my paper. From that line, I'm going to go back to the top, scooch over, make a swoopy line down, ziggity-zaggity in and out, and then from the top swing down to connect. And then I'm going to, from my little swoopy hair, make an oval. And at the top of an oval, a curved line that comes down for my little unicorn ear. Then I'm going to go to the opposite side by my eye and make half a circle on that diagonal line. And then inside I'm going to make a little circle with the big circle, fill it in black. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see it up close. And here we are with the 2 eyes. Let's move on. You know, I like to darken some of my lines here and there. So as I keep on going, you're going to see me darken. Above my new eye, I'm going to add a little curved line, like a little eyebrow floating above it. And then, here I go darkening again. Darken my lines. Then I'm going to scooch down to the bottom. And I'm going to make a curve line that comes towards the edge of my paper. It's going to stop, and I'm going to make a little curved line on the top of it. All right. Then inside, I'm going to make a backwards letter C. And inside, I fill it in just a little bit. That's a nice little nostril. Then by my eye, in between my eye and my mouth, I'm going to make a big curved line that comes all the way and connects with my mouth line. Curve is almost like half a heart if you look at that shape. Then underneath, I'm going to have a swoop line, curve to the bottom. Curve all the way to the bottom. Okay. Now, at the top, I'm going to add a diagonal line that comes from my little horsey hairs. And it's almost like an upside down letter V. Then I'm going to have some curved lines that are darker inside. Curved and darken. Curve and darken. Curve and darken. And then I got one cool unicorn horn. On the other side, I'm going to make that oval with a curved line that comes down for a second ear. And that one's smaller because it's on the opposite side. And then I'm going to make some lines that come down, back, and forth for some hair, or for the mane. And then I am adding some more lines to make it look more hairy. Give it some texture lines. Texture, darkening, yay. All right, and once I'm finishing this up, I am going to do two more things to it. Okay. All right, that's one cool looking unicorn, if you ask me. All right, so now I am going to get a pink crayon, and when I have my little pink crayon, I'm going to go to the little cheek, and I'm going to add a little bit of pink on the cheek. I'm not going to go crazy coloring my unicorn in because my background is already super colorful. So I don't want to add too much color on top of my unicorn and then add it to a super colorful background. That's going to be a lot. Okay, so I'm going to try to simplify my unicorn. And here's my little pink cheek, and that's about all the color I'm going to add to my unicorn. Once I have that, I'm going to grab my scissors. And then I am going to cut out my unicorn. So I'm going to cut slow and steady. Try not to cut off his ear or his unicorn horn. And then I am going to glue my unicorn to my background. So I am going to fast forward this step. So I'm not actually going this fast, but it looks like I'm going super fast. So take your time with cutting and gluing, and you can see what it's going to look like at the end. All right, fast forwarding. Okay, now that I have him all cut out, I'm going to take my background, put my horsey, my unicorn on top, and I am going to scooch him over so he connects to the side of my paper. And then I'm going to grab some glue, and I am going to glue him to his background. So crayon is really waxy, so it's hard for some things to stick to it, so you might have to put some extra glue on it today. But make sure you are giving them a good amount of glue, and you're gluing your unicorn to your scribbles. Okay. So when you are done, don't forget to take a picture and share it with me, even if you're not super happy with your results. I still love seeing what you have made. Okay, well, I can't wait to see your unicorns. Go team!